Hello, OAS family. It's February 26th, 2021, which makes today Lantern Festival Day. That means all throughout cities in Asia, people are celebrating the end of the Chinese New Year celebration with a festival that involves lanterns. So they're hanging paper lanterns, they are floating paper lanterns across rivers, and they're just generally decorating the entire streets and markets full of different colored paper lanterns. So in celebration of that, we've decided to offer our own subjects that are inspired by the shape of lanterns. And we have two subjects that we like to recommend. First is fuchsia. So we have a fuchsia lesson in my father's book, 108 Flowers, book 2. And I am going to show this to you right here. Look at that. Lovely fuchsia. It's a very sentimental subject for me, and you can see how it's very much like shaped like a little lantern. And it's a very sentimental subject for me because I remember one of the first classes of my father's that I ever took was on fuchsia, and I remember that painting that I did in that class, and I remember saying, wow, it turned out pretty good. So that was my first real experience taking a Chinese brush painting class, taking it in my father's class. And so if you are interested in studying fuchsia, it is one of the flowers covered in 108 Flowers, book 2. The other subject that we're going to actually demonstrate today is Lantern Hibiscus. So Lantern Hibiscus is featured in 108 Flowers, book 3. And we have a special treat because my mother is going to do a demonstration that is inspired by the lesson in that book. So without further ado, I'm just going to hand you off. Happy Chinese New Year, happy Lantern Festival, and here comes the demonstration.
Hi, everyone. Today we're going to do a flower called Lantern Hibiscus. And it's inspired by Ning's 108 Flowers, book 3. In the book, there is a full composition, and I'm going to do a demo on simplified version, and but the essence is going to be there. I will use less variety of brush and then some newer brush, but you can, if you have the book, you can follow book. The other difference is that he is using all artist grade colors, and I'm using my favorite to go companion 12 color sets. So I explain a little bit to you that how I arrive all the colors. The color I'm going to have a light red, which is magenta and red, add a little white. And then the dark red, which is magenta, red, purple, and black, make into this dark red. And then for the pollen, I have yellow and vermilion mixed. For the leaves, and I have the green, add a little yellow, add a little brown. And then I have a light green, which is green, add to the yellow. And I have a brown. And then I also have an indigo, which in this indigo, I add a little bit dark, a black to it, so it doesn't look so light. The brushes I'm going to use today, one is our favorite Flow brush. And then in the book that he's using Happy Dog and a mountain horse, and I'm just using one twig brush, my favorite brush nowadays. And then for the leaves and calyx, I'm using one. If you only have one orchid bamboo, I will use one medium orchid bamboo for me to not to have to switch colors. So I have a small orchid bamboo and a large orchid bamboo. So start, I'm loading the brush with light red and then mix with the dark red. And I'm doing the center part of the flower. Oh, the paper I'm using today is the vintage Shuen. You can use any double Shuen, single Shuen, your favorite raw paper. And then I'm using the twig brush for all the and dip the dark red to connect this two. I'm using the flow brush for the two sides. Light red, dark red, connect. Dark red, connect. I'm using a little bit dark red to connect all these things so it be together. And then I'm doing the center of the pollen. And I'm going to use the twig brush, light red, and then I'm going to have one. And then tip with the dark red. Same brush, the yellow and the vermilion mix for the pollen. And then I'm using the Flow brush with tip with the dark red and doing some of the filling up this part. Rinse. Light red. The side. Side. Dark red. Tip, connect, connect, connect. Dark red for the center. And then I'm using Twig Brush again, dark red, to connect this. So I'm adding additional stroke, make sure that all the flowers are connected together. So this is the center of the flower. Add a little bit downward. All right, so now I'm going to use a small orchid bamboo. If you only have one orchid bamboo, medium would be fine too. And I'm going to do with the light green, which is the calyx. Calyx here for the bud. Twig brush or your happy dot, and then I'm going to do the and then now I'm using large orchid bamboo with dark green and indigo and ink blend. So I will have and dark leaves, and then another 4 leaves here, and I will use a little bit light green with dark green underneath here. And then I will use my twig brush, which this time I'll do the twig. So the brown we mixed before, then we have connecting and connecting 13. And then my small orchid bamboo brown, a little bit ink. And ink to accent. That's it. And then I will use the twig brush to write this subject, which is hanging lantern. You can find the writing on Ning's book too. And now I'll sign my name here.